There are literally thousands of them. This is Friendship 7. I'll try to describe what I'm in here. I'm in a big mass of some very small particles that are brilliantly lit up like they're luminescent. I never saw anything like it. They're coming by the capsule, and they look like little stars, a whole shower of them coming by.
The year was 1962, and the world was in the full swing of the Cold War. All eyes were turned to the sky, where the space race between the United States and the Soviet Union was reaching its peak. On February 20th, astronaut John Glenn became the first American to orbit the Earth in his capsule, Friendship 7. His flight was a decisive moment in the history of space exploration, but what happened during his mission has remained a mystery to this day. He observed thousands of unidentified flying objects around him. As Glenn passed through Earth's orbit, something unusual happened. About 250 kilometers above Earth, dozens of shimmering objects began surrounding him, illuminating the capsule in the darkness of space. These were mysterious entities, a phenomenon that would later become known as fireflies, forever leaving a mark on space history. At that time, the mission was under constant supervision by NASA's control center. Everyone was anxiously waiting, but what they heard over the radio sent chills down their spines. Glenn's voice was calm, but tension was palpable as he reported the mysterious sighting. It was a time when unidentified flying objects were part of popular culture, but now an astronaut was personally witnessing something that looked like alien contact above the Earth. As Glenn described the strange phenomena, the control center struggled to understand what was happening. After John mentioned that there were thousands of them, that he could see thousands of unidentified flying objects, he did not receive any response from NASA's observers for over 3 minutes. Finally, Control responded, noting that Glenn sounded a bit distorted and asked about his oxygen levels. It was indeed strange that Control didn't address Glenn's comment that he was still surrounded by mysterious flying objects. Control then asked how big the particles were and whether they were flying along with him. That was the end of the conversation. Afterward, various theories emerged about what the fireflies really were. Some believe it was a natural phenomenon caused by electromagnetic radiation or particles emitted by the capsule, while others think it could have been the first documented sighting of extraterrestrial life. Regardless of the explanations, it remains a fact that this event left a deep impression on John Glenn and everyone following the mission. Glenn later said he was fascinated by these occurrences, though at first he was concerned for his safety. He said it looked like someone had spilled diamonds around him. He said he didn't know what it was, but it was beautiful. His story is one of the most fascinating from the early days of space exploration. NASA studied the phenomenon for years, but the results remained unclear. Scientists concluded it could be a phenomenon known as electrostatic light, where ice and dust particles charged by the sun's radiation create glowing effects. However, skeptics still believe it's possible that Glenn encountered something extraterrestrial. His encounter with the fireflies remains an enigma. Although more than half a century has passed, fascination with this event hasn't faded. Every year, a new generation of space enthusiasts and researchers study transcripts of his radio transmissions, hoping to find the answer to the question that haunts them. What did John Glenn really see that day? Evidence of extraterrestrial encounters in space is rare and often controversial, but stories like Glenn's serve as a reminder that despite our technological advancements, space still holds many secrets. In the end, we may never know what those mysterious fireflies were, but one thing is certain: they forever changed the way we view space and our place in it. As a pioneer of space exploration, John Glenn witnessed many unusual occurrences. but his encounter with potential UFOs in 1962 remains one of the most intriguing stories from the early history of spaceflight. What's your opinion on this event? Do you think it was aliens, or were natural phenomena at play? Write to us in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video, follow us and share it on social media.